Hey guys, Marsingin here, bringing another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video, and so I wanted to make this video to go into a full detailed breakdown of the Dokkan pity system now that we know exactly how it works, but also to kind of shout out the fact that I think that this pity system is really good. Like, we waited a long time for Dokkan to have any kind of pity system, and don't worry, I will also address the criticisms, but we waited a long time for them to implement a pity system, and when we found out that it was coming, a lot of people were obviously skeptical. But I really feel like with the way this has been executed, that this pity system is not only fantastic, but it is one of the better ones in the gacha market that is out there at the moment. So again, we'll go into the criticisms. There is good, there is bad, but I mean, I think this has been done very well. So to break this all down for anyone who still is unsure on any of this process, I know obviously right now we are only getting this for yellow coin LR banners. So on global, this is now live with the release of the Int LR base form Goku from the Tree of Might movie, and then obviously JP, the LR Ribrianne, Kakunsa and Rosie as part of the part 2 of the Android celebration. So some of you out there, as quite rightly so, right? I made a summon or skip video where I talked about my thoughts on Goku. A lot of you won't be summoning on these banners, so you won't have like a first-hand experience of exactly how the pity system works. So I was going to break it down a little bit, and then we will go into the pros and cons. So every time you summon on one of these banners, right, the Goku one or the Ribrianne one, you no longer get 10 yellow coins with a multi and 1 for a single. You now get these new silver coins. So you get 10 silver coins for a multi and 1 silver coin for a single, the exact same way that you would, you know, with the banner format the way it existed before. So the difference is that you're getting your silver coins now instead of yellow. If you go into the exchange shop, you have the option under the silver coins to buy 1 copy. It is 1 copy only. So it's a one-time only pity system. You can buy 1 copy of the brand new unit that has just come out for 200 coins. So what that means is that adds up to 1,000 stones. That is 20 multis worth of silver coins. So if you were to just straight up do 20 multis, you would have the 200 coins in your gift box. You obviously accept them, go into the exchange menu, pick the Goku or the Ribrianne if you're on JP, pay the 200 silver coins, and then boom, the unit is now yours. Now, the one big thing that they changed as well, if we take a look at the actual banners over here. So this is the Ribrianne banner, this is the Goku banner. Now, one thing that can be seen as a negative straight away, we should mention, of course, this pity system is only available now on these yellow coin banners. Now, they said in the producer layer that dropped on global, the reason for this is because these banners obviously saw a big downturn in popularity. I mean, you guys know, like, we in the community have been saying this for a long time. I've been saying it all the time in my summon or skip videos. Yellow coin LR banners are usually not worth summoning on for the majority of people, right? Yellow coin LRs, even when one comes out that's really good, a lot of the times the other featured units on the banner kind of suck. And so you can easily dump a ton of stones into one of those banners and just not really pull anything like worth having, right? Because like, take a look at this Ribrianne banner. Now, Bulma is featured on there, so that's really good. She's still one of the best units in the game. LR, Kale and Caulifla can still be pretty good, right? They got their easy A, they're solid, they're better for longer form content, which we don't have a lot of at the moment in terms of the most difficult content in the game, but they can still be pretty good. And obviously Tech Caulifla, I mean, in certain events, right, she can still be an absolute cheat card, and her and Kale don't have their easy A's yet, so they could be pretty good. But this banner, for the most part, is not particularly great, right? If you were dumping like 1,000 stones on this banner with no pity, you could easily walk away with no Ribrianne and just a bunch of like Topos, Dispos, Cabes, and you're just going to feel really disappointed after that, right? And if we take a look at the Goku banner, it's kind of the same. The Goku banner, the only good units on here really are Golden Frieza, Yajirobe, and Android 8. Goku and Gohan, I mean, I still love that unit, but they're super outdated now. You walk away with any of these other units, like I think I pulled like 7 Gohan and Krillins or something. Now, if that was on a normal banner where I was dumping a whole load of stones, I'd be really disappointed, because for me, at this point in the game, with all the units that I have, getting a bunch of extra yellow coins is not really super worth it to me, because I have a bunch of them already. The LRs that I actually do need dupes of, I think the only one I actually need dupes of anymore is Bulma, and obviously now this Goku. And they're not available in the yellow coin shop at the moment anyway, so just getting a bunch of extra yellow coins out of it doesn't really help me. And that's where the big thing that they have added really comes into play, which is this ability that we have now to exchange the coins. Well, I say now, that ability's been around ever since coins, but these pity coins are included in the normal system, where you can trade an SSR that you pull from this banner that you don't need because they're already rainbowed for 3 silver coins. Now, that adds an insane amount of value. My video for my summons from earlier today has already gone up on the channel, so check it out if you want to see a first-hand experience of this, like, actually in practice. But the pity, as we said at the start, 1,000 stones if you just were getting the straight up 10 coins per multi, 20 multis, 200 coins, boom, 1,000 stones even. However, if you watch my summon video, I spent 650 stones. Now, in those 650 stones, I didn't get lucky in the sense with my pulls. I didn't pull a copy of the Int Goku, but 650 stones, obviously it's not 1,000, right? 650 stones is only, I say only, but it's only 13 multis and not 20. So why did I have to do 7 less? Because I was able to trade in a whole bunch of the SSRs that I pulled that I didn't need in order to get the extra coins. Because bear in mind, 13 multis, that means I'd have got 130 coins. I got 70 extra silver coins by trading in the SSRs that I didn't need. Like, that's almost half of what you need for the pity I got from trading in SSRs. Now, obviously in those summons, I got a few lucky multis where I got like 3 or 4 SSRs in one multi, which is obviously going to help quite a lot. If you don't get that sort of luck and you're literally only pulling like 1 SSR every multi, the guaranteed one, then obviously it's going to take a lot more multis for you to get enough of the SSRs that you can trade in to get silver coins. But the fact that that is even possible makes this system significantly better, right? Like I say, I am now 650 stones, I got my 1 copy of Goku, and I'm done. For me as a content creator, or if you're someone out there, you're a collector, you always want to try and get a copy of the new unit. I have gone well over 1,000 stones to get 1 copy of a new unit before. And when it comes to this Goku specifically, I want to try him out in some different events, I want to make some videos, but if I'd had to go over 1,000 stones to get my 1 copy of him, I would have been very disappointed, right? That would have been a real feels bad moment to have to have like bought all the sales and then still had to buy more to like get 1 copy of this guy. So to get him for 650 stones, I am very, very happy. And you think about what this will mean for the future. Now, yellow coin banners is all that we're doing at the moment, right? But think about like if we were to get the next yellow coin LR and they're on the same level as Bulma, a unit that's coming out and is arguably like the new best unit in the game. No longer do you have to think when you're thinking about, well, do I summon on this banner? Because, you know, yellow coin banners in the past, I've gone over 1,000 stones and got completely shafted. Now, you're looking at numbers more like 650, 700, 750 stones, depending on how many SSRs you pull that you can exchange for more silver coins. So this system is very, very good. I'm definitely very happy with how this played out. Now, the cons, I said at the start, right, we talk about some of the negatives. The big one is that it's only on yellow coin banners. Like JP and Global both have a pretty good example right now with like this Goku just being a unit that probably isn't really super worth summoning. Like if you're someone who's free to play or doesn't spend a lot, even with using my experience as an example, 650 stones to get a copy of this guy is probably not what you want to be dropping, especially right now where we are in the game. We've got the Halloween banner coming up, which could be the return of God Goku. Trunks will be coming out soon. Heroes, Full Power Super Saiyan 4, potentially New Year's Dual Dokkan Fest at the same time as JP again. Like so much stuff coming out in the future that even though the pity system is good, yellow coin banners are not banners that you want to summon on all that often. And then the same is true with Ribrienne. Now, the one thing that is really good is not only are we getting the silver coins, we are getting a guaranteed featured unit every 3 multis. I have seen a ton of screenshots of people pulling Bulma on their guaranteed featured multis, right? So obviously if there is a featured unit on the banner that you really want, the fact that you get a guaranteed featured unit every 3 multis is not only good in that sense, but you have a 1 in 10 chance of getting the new LR every 3 multis as well, for the first 7, right? It goes up to 21. But by the time you've done that many, you then have enough coins to buy the unit if you didn't get them. So I do think that is very, very good. Hey guys, Ningen here. Just wanted to let you guys know, if you do not already, I do have a second channel that I've been building up where I play a bunch of other games that are not Dokkan. Basically any big new releases, DLC, or just random games that I happen to find online or on Game Pass or anything like that. Basically anything I'm playing when I'm not playing Dokkan, I like to stream or do videos for over on the second channel. So go ahead and check it out. It's called Ningen Plays. I'm hoping to get to 1,000 subscribers on the second channel by the end of the year. If you enjoy the vibes hanging out in the streams normally, or just enjoy, you know, seeing me doing content and you want to see other games that are not Dokkan, do go ahead and check it out. Like I say, all new games, DLC, things like the Elden Ring DLC coming out in the future, stuff like that, will all get played over here. So yeah, do go ahead and check it out. Now, will they incorporate this into other banners in the future? Obviously, it would be amazing, you know, Dokkan Fest, carnivals, that kind of thing. The only problem is, of course, like we said at the start, they did say that these banners are there, or this system has been implemented into these kind of banners specifically because people weren't summoning on them a lot. Whereas obviously people do go all out summoning on Dokkan Fests and carnival banners. I mean, Dokkan still makes a ridiculous amount of money. Big celebrations still hit top grossing. So obviously Dokkan Fests are not the banners they necessarily need to be focusing on. But it would be very, very cool, obviously, right? We know we've all had those situations where we've had to go super deep to get 1 copy of a card. And if it is going to be a new Dokkan Fest LR or something like that, it would be much better if we had a system like this in place for helping people to pull that unit. And one thing that I wanted to address, which I talked about on stream this morning when we were doing the summons, is that a lot of people think that the pity system will never get expanded into these other banners because the pity system will make Dokkan lose money, whereas obviously they want to make money because they're a gacha game. But I don't think that's necessarily the case, because if we go back to using my example with the 650 stones to get my guaranteed copy of Goku, there will be people out there who, like me, will have wanted a copy no matter what the cost. Maybe they would have gone 1,000 stones, maybe even more. And yes, those people will spend less money on this banner now, potentially. But at the same time, somebody like, using myself as the example again, I pulled Goku without having to buy all the sales. But I'm still going to buy all the sales because then I'll have those stones for the next things that come out in the future. So even though I pulled this Goku in 650 stones when it could have taken me more, I'm still buying all the sales. So they're not getting any less money than the bare minimum of what I would have spent, right? Now, obviously, if there was no pity system and I was getting shafted, I might have spent more. So they maybe have that potential bit of loss from me. But then at the same time, with this Goku, I mean, I was kind of already thinking, right, if the pity system hadn't been around, like we already knew this guy was coming to Global at some point, back before the pity system was even announced. If I'd gone like 1,000 stones and not pulled him, I probably would have given up, because I don't know if he's really going to be that worth it, right? We'll see how the videos perform in the next few days. But on the flip side of that, remember that it's once only. So you take somebody like Truth, who has sometimes in some of his Epic Shaft video series gone like 2,000 stones between getting copy number 2 and copy number 3, for example. This doesn't help him at all. The pity system just gets you copy number 1. And that's it. So all the big whales, all the crazy JP creators, all that kind of stuff, or JP collectors, because there's a lot of crazy Japanese account screenshots you see of people that don't even make content and they have like every LR rainbowed 3 times and stuff like that. Those people, they get 1 copy guaranteed, and that's it. If you want the other dupes straight away on the first banner, you're on your own, and you could go 3,000 stones without pulling a second copy, which is crazy, but at least that 1 copy is there to help out other people. And that's where I feel like some potential for extra money making can be used. Because again, going back to my example, so let's say 650 stones was what you'd need to spend because you pulled a bunch of extra SSRs. There'll probably be people out there, even now for this Goku or Ribrienne, I imagine, there will probably be at least one or two, right? Some of these people exist that do want to pull these units, even if it costs quite a few stones. There will be people out there that would say have 500 stones set aside, and they do all 500 stones to summon for this Goku. They don't get him, but they got a bunch of SSRs, they traded him in for coins, and then they're sat there looking at the number of coins that they have, and it's like, you know what, if I did like 3 more multis, I just get this Goku guaranteed, so I might as well just buy 150 stones and do 3 multis. And there will be people out there that will do that. So the pity system, it helps a lot of people, right? It helps you to not get massively screwed if you really are going for a copy of the banner, but it is going to help Dokkan make some extra money in some instances. In other instances, there are people that will spend less, but those are only the people that just want that one copy no matter the cost, because they get that one copy for slightly less. But if it's someone who was always going to go for dupes, they're on their own after the first copy anyway. And if it's someone that just wanted one copy, but they only wanted to spend maybe a certain amount of stones, they might then realize they are closer to getting the pity than they thought maybe they would be, and then they'll drop a little bit of cash to get that extra copy. So I think the pity system is very, very good. If it comes to other banners, that would be amazing. Honestly, with how strong the pity system is because of the exchanging for extra characters for more coins, I wouldn't even care if, let's say they did it with Dokkan Fest banners, but they made the new unit cost 300 coins instead of 200. Now, obviously, that puts it up to 30 multis, which is 1,500 stones. But, again, you're getting extra coins with all the SSRs that you pull. And it's better than nothing at the end of the day, right? It's better than what we have at the moment for Dokkan Fest exclusives, which is no pity whatsoever. Like, I've had multiple banners. The Tech Goku from the 23rd World Tournament, I think, was one. Majin Vegeta was one, where it took me like 2,000 stones to get one copy, right? So having a thing, even if it was 1,500, which is going to get knocked down to like, you know, 1,200, maybe 1,250, based on the number of extra SSRs that I pull and can trade in for coins, I would take that over having absolutely nothing. So I do think that that is really, really good. And part of the title of the video, obviously I wanted to say, you know, is this one of the best pity systems out there? The only one that I had personal experience with is Grand Cross, the 7 Deadly Sins game, and their festival banners, which are, you know, they're the best units in the game. So obviously some people will complain straight away, oh, you know, you can't compare a yellow coin LR banner to a festival banner, because the festival units when they come out are normally the best units in the game, and these yellow coin LRs like aren't, right, unless we're talking about Bulma. But a lot of people, the Grand Cross rates are really low. I did so many multis in that game getting no SSRs, and a lot of Grand Cross fans would clap back at Dokkan fans, you know, when we say, oh, well, the rates at Grand Cross are really low, and a lot of them would come back with saying, oh, well, you know, at least we have a pity system. But the pity system for the actual festival units is 900 gems spent, and each of their multis cost 30. So that is 30 multis, whereas obviously the Dokkan one, as we've already discussed, is 20, but sometimes less because you can exchange for extra coins. And I asked people on Twitter earlier today to give me some experiences or some, you know, examples, because I don't play a lot of other games. And Goresh was saying that the Dokkan pity system is kind of similar to the one in Legends. Legends is only for their version of Dokkan Fests. And you can use the coins that you get to get other things like guaranteed SSR tickets and things like that. You can't exchange unwanted characters for the extra coins and stuff. So in order to get a guaranteed copy of the new character, it takes about 50 multis worth of the summons, which is way worse than the Dokkan one. But obviously if you're getting things like SSR tickets with the boosted rates to pull the new items and stuff like that, you might get lucky with the RNG. But in terms of a guaranteed pull, then obviously the Legends one is not as good. Now, someone was saying about Pokemon Masters as well. Pokemon Masters, you have to do, I think it was like 12 multis, which is not bad. Obviously, that's less number of multis than Dokkan. But the person who replied said, I can assure you it's way harder than Dokkan to farm currency. So obviously Dokkan lately, especially with some of the big celebrations, I mean, Worldwide has just passed, and Worldwide gave out what, almost or just over 1,000 stones for free. Now obviously during the Worldwide you're probably going to be using those stones as you get them to summon for the new Worldwide units themselves, but even in filler celebrations, like Dokkan often gives out somewhere between like 200 to 400 stones. We just got a bunch of missions and stuff with this one for the Goku event and Vegeta event. you know, they're only worth 5 stones each, but that's another, like, there was what, 5 missions added, so that's another 25 just from that. New events, new stuff. Like, I think the free-to-play stone economy in Dokkan is definitely much better now than it was like a few years ago, which I think is very, very good. And then Minato was explaining to me the Genshin Impact one, but that one is a bit more confusing to me because I know in that game you summon for characters and weapons and stuff like that. But he said it's like 18 multis total. From the 74th pull onwards, which I'm assuming means unit, right? Not multis, because that'd be insane. 74th pull onwards, the rates are raised, and then the 90th pull is guaranteed. The 90th pull is a 50-50 chance to get the new unit, or then I guess after that it then is the new unit guaranteed, and they can carry over to other banners, which is kind of cool. That's the other thing obviously with this, is that these do not carry over to other banners at all. At the end, when this banner goes away, any silver coins that you have left get converted into normal gold coins, which I do think is good, because then you still get some benefit. Like, say you wanted to summon on this banner and you pull Goku on your 3rd multi as the guaranteed featured, you probably, like, for a lot of people, just don't want to summon anymore. You can then just exchange those 30 silver coins that you just got into gold coins. So I do think that is very good. Apparently, was it the game Star Rail has a very similar pity system to Genshin Impact. Someone said Fire Emblem Heroes is you summon 40 times and get any of the new characters. So I don't know if that means multis or just 40 summons in general. The only problem is with directly comparing pities to other games is the economy of those games is different, right? So like, if one, let's say Dokkan is like the straight up 20 multis, another game could only be 10 multis, but that game could be super stingy with like free to play like stones or something, right? So it is kind of difficult to compare, but from the averages of what I'm seeing in terms of number of multis, Dokkan seems to be way up there in terms of how good the value is, especially when we consider you can mitigate that by trading in SSRs, which that is RNG, right? Like I said, you could be someone who only gets 1 extra SSR every multi, or sorry, you could just get the 1 SSR every multi, or you could get multiple summons where you're getting 3 or 4 SSRs that are all characters you don't need, and now those are all building you up towards the pity system. I said it when I was doing my summons earlier, but on any other like yellow coin banner or even Dokkan Fest banners and stuff sometimes, right? If I'm pulling unfeatured SSRs and they're just units that I already have rainbow, like, that's such a disappointing feeling to me, because obviously being a whale and, or you know, a big collector, etc., like having red coins isn't that useful to me because I already have loads of them and I don't have many units left I need to buy copies of with red coins. So every time I pull an unfeatured SSR, like, it's just kind of like, okay, well, there's another 3 red coins, I guess. Whereas now, every time you're pulling unfeatured SSRs that you don't need on these banners, it's like, well, there I am, 3 silver coins closer to my pity copy, which I think is really, really good. So I think Dokkan has absolutely smashed it. Again, you know, it's only on yellow coin LR banners for now, so it's not exactly the most insane thing ever in terms of, like, the player base should be, you know, celebrating in the streets. But when it comes to summoning on a yellow coin banner, this pity system is absolutely fantastic, and I think it is definitely one of the better executed ones of the ones that I have seen. So let me know what you guys think down below in the comment section. Have you guys played any other gacha games that had a pity system? Let us know how those work down below and how well you think Dokkan's one compares to those. So that is going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Masked Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Check out the links down below for the Discord and the merch store, and I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.